paste cuts of a beautiful woman smiling, a burning car, and two puzzle-piece tattoos lining up. Narrator: they say the more beautiful a woman is, the more dangerous she becomes. In today's movie recap, a gorgeous new neighbor pulls off the ultimate murder for a multi-million-dollar insurance scam. She frames an innocent guy, fools the entire police department, but the final mind-blowing twist: the lead detective investigating the case is actually her secret partner in crime. Stick around to see how they pulled off the perfect heist. Our story follows an ordinary guy named Frank. He thinks he just hit the jackpot when a stunningly beautiful woman named Nina moves in next door. They start dating, but Frank has no idea he's walking straight into a deadly trap. Nina has secretly murdered a man named Marty to collect a massive insurance payout. To make sure she gets away with it, she carefully sets up Frank to take the fall. After Marty's body is found, the police question Nina. Thanks to an alibi she rehearsed with Frank beforehand, she answers every question perfectly. But her answers are too perfect, making the lead female detective, let's call her Detective Cross, highly suspicious. Soon the autopsy report drops. It turns out Marty was already dead before his body was set on fire. To make matters worse, a security guard steps forward describing a suspect fleeing the scene whose height and build match Frank perfectly. The police show up at Frank's house. His parents, being honest and proud citizens, happily agree to cooperate. They head to the station, completely missing the look of sheer panic on their son's face. Inside the interrogation room, Detective Cross grills Frank. He stutters, sweats, and tries to hide his relationship with Nina. Annoyed by the detective's aggressive attitude, Frank's parents lose their patience and drag their son out of the station. But the police aren't giving up. They find a bloodstain on a broken glass window at the crime scene. When asked about it, Nina spins a clever lie. "Oh, a creepy stalker has been following me lately. That blood must belong to him." Now believing the stalker is the killer, the police start a neighborhood-wide DNA sweep, testing everyone's blood. When Frank hears about the DNA test, his jaw drops. He realizes that to prove he was Nina's boyfriend and not a crazy stalker, he needs the secret phone he used to text her. He rushes to his hidden stash, but guess what? The phone is gone. Nina already stole it. Suddenly, sirens wail outside. The police have matched the blood to Frank. Seeing the cops arrive, Nina doesn't help him. Instead, she starts screaming at the top of her lungs, ripping her clothes to pretend Frank is attacking her. The police burst in, see the fake scene, and arrest Frank on the spot. He is completely framed. Luckily, a friendly local cop who knows Frank is a good guy secretly unlocks his handcuffs and lets him escape. With the clock ticking, Frank tracks Nina's car all the way to a remote cabin in the woods. He sneaks inside, opens her bag, and finds a pile of fake IDs. Nina is a professional serial con artist. Just as Frank makes this discovery, Detective Cross kicks the door open. Frank doesn't even wonder how she found him. He just hands over the fake IDs and begs her to believe him. Detective Cross looks at the evidence, calls the police chief, and confirms Frank's innocence. But right before she leaves, she handcuffs Frank to the bed frame, telling him it's just standard procedure until backup arrives. Frank sighs with relief, thinking his nightmare is finally over. But as Nina and Detective Cross walk out of the cabin together, Frank looks down at their legs. Both women have identical tattoos on their calves that, when standing next to each other, perfectly match up like two pieces of a puzzle. Frank's brain short-circuits. The detective and the killer were in on it the whole time. He tries to reach for the landline phone to call the police station, but the wire has already been cut. Suddenly, the women's car reverses back toward the cabin. Frank thinks they are coming back to silence him forever, but instead here gently tosses his secret phone onto the porch. By leaving the phone behind, Frank has the evidence to clear his name of the murder, meaning he won't go to jail, but the two masterminds get to drive away into the sunset with millions of dollars in cash. Frank is left completely